Well, hello there again. I had a little break because I wanted to do something else instead of filming. And now I was also thinking what I wanted to actually share with you. I was thinking I would like to actually sort of calculate how many Cattleyas I have at this point. I'm starting now with well, these are the ones which I bought from Cerulea this year. One is actually duplicate, which is not here. It's the Lodi Gessi or Lodi Jessie, whichever way you want to say it, Marisa, which is actually one of it's a division of this one, or it's actually one extra seedling, which is in my paludarium, and I don't want to go and fetch it now, so there's like two of these. But yeah, what else I would say? Oh yeah, I always forget. But thank you for all the new subscribers. I have had them quite a lot recently. You're very welcome to actually join me with my videos. And yeah, enough blabbing. Let's get on with it. So, not off with the heads or anything like that. So, as you can see, these are the ones which came late May from Cerulea, and there's 2, 4, 6, 8 here, so plus 1, so there is 9. But some of them, as I mentioned, are duplicates. So this is the Lodi Gessi, and it's the Marisa, and I wanted this one because it was spotted, so that's why I just took it, because of the spotting effect. I have some recently come across with spotted Cattleyas, and they look nice. So, and yeah, I wasn't planning of having a collection of Catalya seedlings, but for some odd reason I've species seedlings, so I've managed to actually get a lot of them. I think it's part of the reason. Part of the reason is because I have actually been reading about the Cattleyas, and I'm really fascinated how nature has developed some of them. So I'm buying complex hybrid as well, but I just wanted to actually explore the species ones. So as you can see, in 3 months this has grown quite extensive root system, so I'm happy that there is actually that much moss inside there. It has one new growth there, and there's 2 new growths there, and I do believe the pseudobulb is going to be double the size of the previous ones, so this is really like shooting off now. So yeah, suspecting I need to actually repot it latest the next spring, so let's see about that. So this one I have double, and it's actually doing new pseudobulbs as well, so but yeah, it's in the paludarium. Okay, moving on to the next one. So this is the Cattleya Vialasia variety Cerulea. It was not planned actually. This was the only one which I didn't plan, and I think the leaves are looking okay. There is no sign of dehydration. It lost almost all of its roots. I had to actually downsize the pot at one point because of the, yeah, it only has this one and that one, so those are the only roots it's got. I think it aborted all the other roots which were coming up there, so this one seems to be really tricky. So if I would be repotting it at some point, I might actually do it so that I only see one tip of one root coming up, and then I'll do the repot knot when I see that they are like how much, half centimeters tall. But there's new eye coming in around there. If you can actually see, yeah, I think you can actually see that one in there. But yeah, I have it in fast draining media, so that way I'm able to actually get it fully dried in 3 days. So I really had to work with this one. It was the trickiest one of every one of my others, except the trainer, which I lost. But that's a whole another story. So what I would suggest, if you're ever thinking about the Vialasia, make sure that when you are doing the repotting, it's so that you are just seeing new roots. Don't do it if the new roots, they are like taller or you can see more than 3. So I'm highly recommending to actually be careful with this one. But yeah, I'm keeping my eye on it. So if there is any wrinkling on the leaves or the pseudobulbs are getting really wrinkled, it's now actually looking like that a little bit, but not enough. I'm going to actually put this into a bag, so it's going to keep the moisture, but I don't have to water it all the time, so it can actually rehabilitate itself. But yeah, it's interesting journey with this one. Yeah, I think this should be 2 bifoliate, I'm not sure, but it's only done like there we have 2 leaves, but these 2 are 1-leafed ones. Okay, moving along. This one you actually saw in my video, care collab video about the Lelia or Catalya purpuratus actually. And this is the Ubedupa. I'm not sure who came up with the name. I'm not sure if it's actually meaning something. I think I've got the care and the media and all these things right with the purpuratus. I don't have any issues, knock on the wood, which is my head, wood, and any issues with the repotting. Actually, the biggest one, you're going to see it later, it's actually putting out 2 new growths. Oops, sorry. And so this one took really nicely into the new media, and as you can see, it's quite dry, but I have had moisture in the air, or the humidity in the air has been above 50% inside of my house as well, because of the it's so warm outside, so I'm constantly keeping my windows open, so the humidity outside is somewhat similar to my indoor humidity. And yeah, I do have fans, don't worry. But yeah, I just I need to water it actually today, and this one actually is growing new growth there. There you are. Just saw that not long time ago. So this is the just generic Cattleya purpurata flower, so it's nothing extra special. But yeah, I seem to be collecting this. Don't know how many I'm going to collect. Hopefully not hundreds, because I don't think I have the room. I need to actually buy some mansion or I don't know. But yeah, let's see. So this is Cattleya dowiana. It's one of those which came with the other one, so I just put it into its own pot. I can actually now water it. I can see the roots are drying out, so it's okay to water. This one actually has one root which is going down there. I cannot see it outside yet, but I can see that it's a new one, so this is growing strong. It tends to get now 2 new leaves, and yeah, I think that's light, because it's in higher light, so it's getting that sort of tinge. And yeah, and it's the Oreo actually. So I have 2 of these, so if something happens to the other one, I have a backup, so I'm probably just going to sell it at the local orchid meetings. So this biggie is actually, well, you can actually read it. It's Cattleya Doughnut, and yeah, I don't know why it's growing. It's suitable that direction. It looks more like purple rather than just some orchid, but that's how it seems to be liking to grow. I'm waiting to see new roots coming out of this growth, so I can actually repot it. The leaf is actually now 1.5, half, I would say 5 centimeters taller. But yeah, it's like, this is the other leaf, and I'm measuring it there, so you can actually see that this part is taller than the other one. So this one actually grew really nicely. It was growing already when I got it. I actually need to water this sometimes twice a day. Sometimes I can get away with only watering it once per day. But yeah, growing roots, well, because I haven't repotted it, they are looking quite nice. No issues there. This is a new one for me, so this is Wrinklia Glauca. Again, I don't know why I bought this one and not the Doughnut. This is a mystery for me. I do believe I saw a video from... I totally forgot that one. Stephen Van Campen Lewis, if that's the correct name. I'll try to link his channel somewhere up there or down below or something, so you can actually check. I try to be better with the names. I don't want to be horrible with the names, but yeah, I do apologize if I got it wrong. And so there is actually 2 plants here. I'm guessing this one is actually going to die. I just left it there, but it lost its new growth for some odd reason, and only this one seems to be growing. This one has actually 2 new growths. So there's the little one down there, and this is the big one, and this is again, I seem to have some sort of like bifoliate Catalya jam going on with all these, even though this is unifoliate, yeah, if I remember correctly. There's some roots, so this is actually growing quite nicely. And I'm quite hopeful that I'm actually able to give it enough light on my southern windowsill because of the, yeah, it should be enough. I do hope so. Let's see. The next one. Let's see, how are you? I do believe I might have put this into a bit too big of a pot, but it's really loose media. As you can see, there's actually big chunks of like holes, so there's air in there, and I'm not watering it that much. So this is the Cattleya Doughnut Oreo. There's actually new root growing down there. Now you can actually see that, and I do believe there is actually new root behind there. Ooh. I'm unable to actually show it to you, but it's in the middle of there. Yeah, you can see that now. It's quite high, but because there is I think there is like more than just one seedling growing in there, so I didn't want to put it too low to risk it for any rot. So it's been in here. I think there is one root over there, some old roots there, some are not looking that good, but that's like Doughnut for you. And so this was the Oreo as well. So this is the one which I took off that little thing there. So I took off this one from this one, so yeah. And this was the newest growth, which was growing sideways when I bought it, and I put some big bark underneath it and I put it under the light and it started growing upwards. And as you can see, this one as well was thinking that bifoliate life is good one. But yeah, growing, no issues. And last one from the water pool. So this is the, I'll show you, Endless Summer Toss Ball Spot. I mentioned when I was opening up or unpacking the package from the sweater that I have wanted to have this for 3 years now, and I finally found this on sweaters list. And yeah, there's no root. I'm not seeing any other, but I'm guessing there's some, and that's a new growth there, looking quite nice, I would say. And yeah, no issues, growing nicely. Yeah, only one which I've had some issues has been this Vialasia, but yeah, let's live and learn. These are just so funny, these Cattleyas, because you never know what you are going to actually get with them. But yeah, I think this was the only one which wasn't species, so let's move on to my Glauca order, see how they are doing, and I might actually record tomorrow more about the plants outside, because they are outside and I don't have energy to actually go and get them now. Okay, this one I had to actually show you first from above. These are all from Glauca. There is actually one which is the double. I'll show you that later on when I'm showing the ones which are I'm trying to actually get them to going again. I think they are sort of ICU orchids now. Yeah, there they are, and let's dive right into them. So you might see the whole plant or you might not. But anyway, so this is the SLC Jewel Box Dark Waters, which I've been wanting to have for some time now. And I think it was Karin's orchids, where she was showing the picture of the blooms, and I was like, okay, yeah, I do need that. So this was one of the two which I had in one pot, and it's still firming up the pseudobulb there. I do believe that there might be coming eye outside of there as well. I had an issue with this one. It was actually the other one, which I'm going to show you later on. It was rotting from one or two of the pseudobulbs, so it only has one pseudobulb plus one new growth. So I'm hoping it's going to be able to actually pull through, so I can use it to swap if someone else wants that one and I need something else. So I'm hoping it's actually going to pull through, but I'm not sure. So this is the one which I still have. And the old roots are not looking that nice. I just jammed it in here really fast. I didn't even repot it that well. As you can see, there's loads of air gaps, but I don't think Catalyas actually mind. It did already have new roots coming up from this newest growth, but I'm hoping it's actually going to make a second flush. That way I'm able to actually get it established and going on. But I do believe that it's going to be fine. It's just a little bit slowed down. It's supposed to have, the leaf is down somewhere here at the base of the leaf, so it's a little bit wobbly from here, but that's not the pseudobulb, don't worry, it's the leaf, base of the leaf. It's stalled a bit because of the repotting stuff, so yeah. So this is one of the biggies, and I'm sure you are not able to see it properly. So there it is. That's the highest part of it. And I think there's coming new leaf in there. Hold on a second, I'll show you better. Just a sec. Well, I'm not sure. It might be third leaf, it might be actually seeds, because this has actually bloomed before. In there you can see this spike. Oh yeah, sorry about that, I forgot to show you what it is. So this one, so Aurantiaca Mishima spot, and it has the rewards there. What else? So this is still in its old media. I'm waiting for this one, actually the newest growth, to push out some roots so I can actually repot it, because I do like to have them in the potting media, which is going to, I'm not actually sure if it's hold on a second, I'll show you better. Just let's get this. So do you see that? Is it the seed or is it the leaf? I do believe that there's actually something inside there. I don't want to go and squish it or anything like that, because I'm going to probably just break it. But I don't think it's actually a leaf, because I cannot see any, like, you can actually see, because of the other side of the leaf is a little bit tinier than the other one, so there's like this line going on there, which I usually tend to see in 3 leaf, although this one has had 3 leaves before. But yeah, let's see. That would be nice if this blooms. So what I gather about Aurantiacas, they bloom really easily and they grow really easily, so this has been really a joy to have. Okay, let's get on with it. So this one, and we are talking about the BLC Village Chief Armani Red Dragon, and this is again because of the beautiful blooms and the coloration. I really love it. And this is the newest growth. It's getting a little bit tinged, as you can see. The anthocyanin, I think that's the word. Oh gosh, I'm losing the words. Is really showing. This is funny because of the seed is so big. I'm not sure if this is actually going to grow as big as the seed. Let me get you the other side so you can actually see. So as you can see, the pseudobulb, it's not that big compared to this seed. So this is not growing as I'm used to with the Cattleya purpuratas, but that's like, well, this is yeah, this is complex hybrid, so it's acting differently. There, as you can see, there's no new nubbins for roots, so I'm waiting it to actually get the root stuff going on. So, but nothing else, it's growing, doing its thing, no issues. To the next one, and this is again purpurata. So this is the Cornea cereja, cereja. Ja, I'm not sure how to pronounce. I think it's Portuguese and means cherry. And this one does have really nice looking new growth there. It's really big. I'm hoping it to actually grow a lot bigger than the other ones. It did have new flush of roots, and as you can see, it's pushing out all the media because of the root system is quite advanced. It had that new root starting last time when I was showing this to you, but the reason why I didn't repot it is because I do know my purpuratas, and they have 2 flushes of roots. So first one when it has just matured this newest growth. So the first flush comes then, and the second one is usually when it has completed the measurement, so that it's like starting to grow a new one. So as you can see, this root tip has activated there, but because I don't want to repot it now, because this is the second flush for this pseudobulb to have the roots, so I want it to have like fair chance when this one comes out. I'm going to repot it so that I have the two flushes coming together with the new media, so that way I'm not going to stress it too much. The next one is inside this pot, deep inside the pot. It's a bit too big for it, but it's, on the other hand, it's also directing the new growth up towards the light. This one had new roots at some point, but it actually has aborted part of them. Don't know why. So I'm now waiting for this latest new growth to actually mature and get the new roots starting, and then I'm able to actually repot this one. Sorry, I always forget to show you the name. So this one is Untitled Chapter and variety Flammea. Not sure if I'm so keen on that, but let's see. I still haven't found about the Tedesco and the BCDZ thing, or yeah. But yeah, I keep on looking. So what else? Well, this is supposed to be quite finicky. Maybe when I'm repotting it, I notice it and have same kind of issues like I had with my Vialasia. Other than that, I don't see any issues, so it has been growing quite nicely under my grow lights. I did move it from the taller shelves to the ones which I have for my the black shelving unit, so that this can actually get like the best light, and as you can see, it really enjoys it. And the funny part is that the coloration of the anthocyanin, it's actually spotting, which is interesting because that's the way the blooms look like. But yeah, that's my Amethyst Glauca, which I wanted to buy ever since I first time saw Cattleya, and it's like 3 to 4 years ago. But I knew when I read about it, I knew I wasn't ready for it. So I'm hoping that now I'm ready for my Amethyst Glauca as well. And as you can see, this is really keen on growing new roots. So this one is LC Mini Purple Albescens, or Albesen Jago. So this, I think it's Albesen means almost whitish. Not sure how it's going to look like. I haven't seen any pictures when I was googling it. I've seen about information about the mini purple, but not that much about the Albesens. Oh dear. As you can see, it's really thirsty. I haven't watered it lately. This I need to actually water every 3 days. It's really sucking all the moisture out, even though it has that much moss in it. So I need to go and give it a good soak and let it have some fresh water and nutritions. And this is the newest growth, growing quite nicely, no issues with it. I'm really happy about this Catalya. It's yeah, I think Garden's Orchids had one of these as a gift from Luke. This was given when we did the common order with my friend from Loka. So this one was, we were lucky, there was actually 2 plants in one pot, so I was able to actually get this one. And then we go to the last one, which is over there. Hold on. All right, so we have a news. So as you can see, Houston, it's already getting 2 new root nubbins there. So I've just prepared the media, and I'm going to repot this one. So let me get this to you. So this is the smelly one. So Persivaliana, Karen Graf cross with Summit. I should actually check up on those two. But the blooms of Persivaliana are just stunning. It's like one of those orchids which I just, whenever I see it, I'm just mesmerized, and I stop and I'm just staring at it, and I cannot help it. And even though it might be smelling a bit bad, I can put it into my living room or something when it's flowering, so I don't have to worry about it that much. So yeah, it's a bigger room, so it's not going to be that much wolf in there. As you can see, it's really wrinkly. I have kept these ones a bit too dry, but that's only because I haven't I don't know what's inside of the pot. I don't know how the roots are deeper in the pot. So I'd rather see a little bit wrinkly pseudobulbs and a little bit dehydrated than I'm going to lose the roots. So yeah, but as you can see, the newest growth, it's growing really big. I actually need to give this support, even though it's not, well, and it has splitted the seed as well. So this one is just meaning business, I guess. So I need to give it some sort of support so it's not going to be broken or anything, or I'm going to do something wrong with the roots. And I do believe there is another eye starting, and yeah, but yeah, after this I'm actually going to go to the repotting, and I'm going to continue with my old Cattleyas, which I have. I think now I have, the other ones I had 9, this one 4, 6, 7, basically 8 because of the one which is in there. So 8 plus 9, 17. Okay, 17 Cattleyas. I don't have that much, right? Oh my gosh. You should see how many Phalaenopsis I have. But yeah, continue.